Tonight, a historic proposal. Superior's mayor unveils his budget plan, how it will help the city without increasing taxes.
And going virtual, a popular Twin Ports event that draws thousands every year is moving online, how organizers plan to pull it off.
Plus, vandals strike. A reward is being offered after a plaque honoring a canine killed in the line of duty is vandalized.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. $31.5 million. That is the amount the city of Superior plans to allocate towards their general fund budget next year.
Tomorrow night, 3 different budgets will go before the Superior City Council. Those budgets are the general fund budget of $31 million, the capital improvement plan of $5 million, and finally the budget surplus allocation of $385,000. CBS 3's John Cardinelli explains how each one will impact Superior residents.
Making a budget during a pandemic.
The biggest threat facing our city's finances is loss of revenue.
Can be a challenge, but according to Superior Mayor Jim Payne, it's a challenge the city has been preparing for.
We're prepared to meet whatever challenge comes at us from the pandemic, but we'll be able to do that without impacting citizens.
And the 2021 budget.
And we are doing all of this without collecting a single extra dollar in taxes from the citizens of Superior.
Hopes to do that. It's a 3-part budget that plans on making city history.
The general fund is our main budget policy.
The general fund will allocate nearly $31.5 million towards different city departments. It also plans to give $10,000 more to the police department to increase training opportunities and hire a social worker.
That has been a goal for years now, and we're all working together to make very real advancements in that goal and to show results, to make sure that every citizen in this community can feel safe, will be safe in fact, and can trust that their police department is there to protect them.
A second budget put forward is the capital improvement plan, which will allocate more than $5 million towards public safety investments, focusing on snow removal.
Now we're going to buy a machine to make that crew more efficient. We're going to give that crew more staff in the winter to make sure that all of the safe routes to school are clear after a snowstorm.
The final plan.
The first time a mayor will ever present a budget surplus proposal.
That surplus proposal will take an unspent $385,000 from last year's budget and put it towards different city funds. Mayor Payne says all these plans keep in mind the citizens of Superior.
Have more services. We're going to have a better police department. We're going to have a better fire department. We're going to have a better parks department. You're going to see this stuff.
Payne plans to present his proposal to the City Council tomorrow night. However, he does not believe they'll vote on it, as it usually takes time for each councilor to thoroughly analyze the plans. We did reach out to both the Superior Police Department and the Superior City Council President for comment on the proposed plan. They did not get back to us by news time.
Let's switch gears and go to the weather with Dave now. Dave, quite a bit of rain this morning, but still pretty far behind, huh?
Yeah, the month's stats are getting compiled as we speak here.
Okay.
It does seem to be, even with today's rain, for the month of August and for the year, we're behind normal. We went a little bit over in July, but that wasn't enough to knock down the troubles. A lot of our regions still looking at near drought-like conditions, so we have to mind our P's and Q's outdoors with fire, at least popping up again in a little bit, because some towns did pretty decent for rain today indeed. Almost 1.5 inches in Hayward, about 1.25 inches plus for Guile. Namakagon, 1.1 inches, almost 1 inch in 2 harbors, and fairly close in Duluth and Grand Portage as well. But once the system ran from the west to the east, it started to run out of a little bit of steam by Ashland, and by Ironwood just 1/3 of an inch. So higher pressure coming in to dry things up will chase away earlier today's low pressure system, and we're going to be dry for a little bit of time here, including Tuesday, where the day planner says it'll be mostly sunny to partly cloudy. High will hit 74 degrees. That'll be a little bit warmer than normal, but now that September's within an hour, 2 hours away, I don't think temperatures like that will last. We'll talk about the deadline coming up in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Duluth Mayor Emily Larson and Senator Amy Klobuchar voiced their concerns today over proposed cuts and changes to the United States Postal Service. During a trip to the Twin Ports, Senator Klobuchar said her office has received many calls and letters about the future of the Postal Service. Mayor Larson says she, along with 170 other mayors across the country, signed a letter expressing concern about what those changes could mean during the election season.
And in that letter, we said, given the current and unprecedented public health crisis, we recognize that voting by mail provides a way for citizens to exercise their constitutional rights and responsibilities without endangering their health and that of their communities.
We did reach out to the Minnesota GOP for a response to today's news conference with the mayor and senator. We have not heard back. We did, however, hear back from a spokesperson for the USPS Northland branch. They said they haven't had any wide-scale delays reported in our region. They say the mail is moving as it should in Minnesota and their operations are running normally. The branch did say the pandemic has had short-term impacts in some areas.
3 of the 6 northern Minnesota mayors who endorsed President Trump met with a Republican Senate candidate today to talk Iron Range issues. Jason Lewis is running against Senator Tina Smith. He held a roundtable discussion with the mayors of Virginia, Eveleth, and Babbitt. They focused on issues like jobs and mining, making sure people have access to jobs so they can stay on the range and provide for their families. Babbitt Mayor Andrea Zupancic says it's important that local voices are heard.
Minnesota has the strictest regulations for mining, so I think we should take that all into consideration when making all these decisions as to what and who and where can be mined.
The people who live here will be the best stewards of the land, but they have to have a job. And the country needs the precious metals. That's the thing. That's why we import so many of them from an adversary like China.
Zupancic says for her, endorsing President Trump was a difficult decision. She says she doesn't feel Joe Biden supports their way of life on the Iron Range, but she thinks Trump does. Meanwhile, Senator Tina Smith issued a statement in response. She says she's fighting for economic stability and prosperity in the region, including supporting taconite mining. She recently met with people in northern Minnesota to talk about the issues that matter to them. She went on to say her record in the state shows she works hard for Minnesotans.
Minnesota's top leaders are calling for federal funding to support child care facilities during our public health crisis. Governor Tim Walz, Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan, and U.S. Senator Tina Smith visited a daycare in Minneapolis today. In July, Walz announced a plan to distribute $56 million to facilities across the state. And in D.C., Smith has pushed for $50 billion in the next coronavirus relief bill. The trio explained how these services are crucial to the economy, especially through the pandemic.
We're not out of this yet. We have a long ways to go, and there is a cliff coming at the end of December when all of that federal funding and those types of things stop.
Child care is the basic infrastructure of families and our economy, and that's why I've put such a priority on making sure that we're supporting child care.
The relief bill with Senator Smith's proposed funding has passed in the House, but it has not made its way through the Senate.
Many events had to completely change their plans due to the pandemic, including this weekend's Duluth Superior Pride Festival.
CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo describes how this traditional event is adapting to the changes.
The 34th annual Duluth Superior Pride Festival is still a go, but in a way that's unlike ever before. Back in June, Duluth Superior Pride decided to cancel the parade, which normally takes place Labor Day weekend. The event draws in large crowds from both cities to enjoy live music, entertainment, and vendors. Instead of an in-person parade, the Duluth Superior Pride Committee planned for their weekend of celebration to take place entirely on their Facebook page, with a silent auction, online concerts, and messages of support from community members. Co-chair of Duluth Superior Pride, Blake Saul, says his team is determined to make the festival happen no matter what.
As difficult as it is to do something like this, we're still doing it. It's still really important to us. We're not going to back down just because of a pandemic.
The virtual festival kicks off this Thursday with the mayors of both Duluth and Superior giving a speech to show their support. Festivities conclude on Sunday with a virtual worship service. All of the events will be streamed on Duluth Superior Pride Facebook page. We have a link on our website.
All right, thanks, Kendall. Someone vandalized a memorial to one of Duluth's fallen officers. Now there's a reward, hoping to find the person responsible. Duluth Police Chief Mike Tuskin shared this photo on Facebook. It shows vandalism to the memorial sign for Canine Haas. The memorial is at the Gary New Duluth Dog Park. Haas was shot and killed while responding to a domestic disturbance back in January of 2019. The community set up this memorial to honor his service and sacrifice. According to Tuskin's post, the Gary New Duluth Development Alliance is offering a $250 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of whoever caused the damage. If you have any information, you are asked to contact Duluth Police. You can remain anonymous.
The back and forth with what to do with the former Pastorate Terrace building, also known as the Cozy, continues. Today, the Minnesota Court of Appeals reversed a district court ruling that would have paved the way for the demolition of the historic building. A three-judge panel said the district court's ruling was based solely on economic considerations and did not factor in potential alternative uses for the building. The ruling sends the case back to district court and says the city is responsible for keeping up on the building's maintenance while it makes its way through the courts. There is no apparent timeline for the case.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, we had a dry and hot summer this year in the Northland. Stay tuned to see how the lack of rain is affecting this year's pumpkin patch.
Record high temp for today is 92 degrees from 1961. I remember my grandfather took a Polaroid picture of his backyard on that day. That's how you proved the pudding back then. Now we take cell phone pictures, I guess. Technology has changed a little bit here over the years, and frankly, temperatures will change tomorrow as well. Nowhere near record territory, but still a hair warmer than normal. We'll talk about how far for how long coming up in just a few more minutes.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live, local, CBS 3.
It's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Time's running out to buy America's best-selling brand with our best deals of the summer. Get great offers across the Ford lineup. Shop online or in person. But hurry while selection is best. The Ford Summer Sales Event ends September 7th. For a limited time, get $4,500 total cash on Fusion. That's $4,500 total cash. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Can I borrow the sports page?
Are we sure we're ready for this expansion?
Of course we're ready for it. It's a great idea. Let's celebrate with a vacation. I'm thinking Hawaii.
We're ready for you.
Is it okay if my friend comes with?
Of course. Imagination's always welcome here.
Bring us your best ideas. Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. Imagination's welcome.
Mediacom's fiber-powered broadband network was built for the future, and it's in your community. Delivering gigabit speeds to every home and business we serve. We'll be one of the first in the nation to take you to 10G, making your community one of the fastest in the world. The foundation is in place, and Mediacom will be making way for brilliant possibilities, igniting economic development and lighting up communities nationwide.
Here at Memorial Medical Center, we really care about treating the patient as a whole. Instead of looking at the patient as a hip or as a knee, we look at how their hip or the knee affects their life. I'm Joe Signorelli, orthopedic surgeon, and I've been doing joint replacement surgery for 7 years. It's really important for a patient to be comfortable where they're receiving their care. And so if we can provide high quality care at an affordable cost in their home community, I think that's advantageous for the patient. I think they really appreciate it.
Vaping has been declared a national epidemic among youth. 1 in 3 high schoolers vape in northeastern Minnesota.
My child started having seizures from vaping. There's still so many unknown chemicals.
One vape cartridge has as much nicotine as at least 2 packs of cigarettes.
My child was hospitalized with severe lung injuries.
They said it was no big deal.
My child said it was no risk.
That it was under control.
That's what my child said. But what could I have said? Get the facts and talk to your child today.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
This morning's rain ran anywhere from 1/3 of an inch around Ironwood to 1.5 inches over around the Hayward area and in between for many of the rest of us. But boy, that low pressure system hit for several hours, just kept raining. But once we got into the afternoon, it broke and it departed rather rapidly. And this evening around sunset, gorgeous views like this. This one comes, of course, from my good old friend Tom Wetzel, my 9th grade science teacher from up there in Ely. So he still lives up north. Nice finish to the day there. Frankly, tomorrow night likely will be just about as beautiful. Once we get towards Wednesday, it may be a little more iffy when our next rain chance comes around. So from now until then, Looks like drier weather has come to call. Well, what's calling at the airport here for current conditions? 54 is the temperature, 66% is the relative humidity. Westerly winds going 9 miles per hour, and our air pressure is creeping upwards now at 1,010 millibars as our low pressure system from earlier today departs to make somebody else a little bit wet with some rain. Current temps. Wow, big range in the Upper Peninsula. 48 in Watersmeet goes up to 58 by the time you get to Ironwood and Bessemer. 57 current temp for Ashland and Odana. 54 right now Hayward. 52 Superior, but down to 48 for Moose Lake and Willow River. Up the North Shore here, we're looking at 53 degrees by the lake in Grand Marais. 54 for Ely on the Vermilion Range, and low 50s for many folks on the Mesabi Range. Border country from Crane Lake to Orr to International Falls is lower 50s. Frankly, inland tonight, I think a lot of towns will get into the lower 40s, while lower 50s are more likely, of course, by the warming influence of Lake Superior. Doppler map right now shows a few clouds in the sky and a couple of very faint residual showers as our low pressure system departs, but otherwise, the big rain of the morning is gone, and over the next day or so, many of these clouds that are trying to pop up may go away as well as the high pressure settles into the upper Midwest for Tuesday and for Wednesday. So clear to partly cloudy sky. We'll call it straight up sunny, even if a couple of cumulus try to pepper things here and there. Once we get towards Wednesday night, clouds and raindrops may try to pepper the region here. As this latest low pressure system from Alberta, Canada comes into the area, it's about a 40 to 50% chance for rain Wednesday night into Thursday, and that in turn will go away by Friday and Saturday. But if the next 2 days have temperatures warmer than normal in the lower to mid 70s, well, once this system passes, our temperatures are going to be dropping into the 60s for the most part, with one exception, an important exception perhaps, though, with the Labor Day holiday coming up this weekend. Here's the forecast tonight in Minnesota. Low 40s inland, low 50s by the lake, partly cloudy sky above. Into Wisconsin and Michigan, it's partly cloudy there as well, with lows going 45 to 48. For tomorrow in Wisconsin and Michigan, clear to partly cloudy sky, southwesterly wind 5 to 15, and high temps going 72 to 74. The normal 71s. We have it beat there. How about Minnesota? Well, a little cooler by the lake, 68 to 70, but 72 to 74 inland with sunshine. And with the extended forecast, it should be on the sunny side on Wednesday too, and 75 is possible. But Thursday gets cloudier, 40% chance of rain like we mentioned, high temp 68. Stays in the upper 60s through Friday, but there's the big exception for the weekend. 72 will be the top temp for Labor Day, I think, and then by Sunday and Monday, we drop into the lower 60s, and rain chances go up. So if you're going to do a Labor Day weekend barbecue, the better bet perhaps is Saturday.
Okay. And it's not going to be super long before we start to see those leaves start changing colors.
And of course, for some neighborhoods, they already have started, and that'll just continue, Tony.
All right. Thanks, Dave. Well, it's been a dry and warm summer across most of the Northland.
Well, that isn't good for some crops and plants. CBS3's Brian Campo takes a look at how it could help our pumpkin farmers cash in.
Summer heat is actually a boost for the pumpkin crop at Farmer Doug's in Duluth.
When we have a warm year, we have good years, and this year we're having a good warm season crop.
And while it's been dry, the rain we have gotten has come at the perfect time for Doug Hoffbauer.
We got the rains around the 4th of July, right about when that process starts, and so most of those first flowers set and produced fruit.
With an acre of pumpkins to pick from, Hoffbauer says there is plenty of room to social distance when they open.
You know, if people just use common sense, well, if there's another family over there, we'll come over here. There's plenty of space here, and there's plenty of pumpkins.
If you're wondering if it's too soon to buy a pumpkin, Farmer Doug adds that right now is actually the perfect time to do so. All it needs is some proper care.
Keep it cool, keep it dry, keep it up in the air. On a porch is fine. If it looks like a hard frost coming, throw a blanket over it.
Hoffbauer says they will open September 11th for people to come and pick out a pumpkin, and they ask you make an appointment before arriving. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, Hurricane Laura's 150-mile-per-hour winds caused serious damage around the Gulf. Learn how people are living with the damages.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
ahead and pour OJ this way. And you don't have to pour paint this way either. Try Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint in the twist and pour container with a built-in spout. Easy to hold, open, and pour.
Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Dutch Boy paint.
Hi, I'm Stephen Ray. At Miners National Bank, we offer local originating, local processing, local closing, and local servicing. For your next mortgage, apply now. MinersMortgage.com. Miners National Bank of Evelyn, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet, your simple and affordable choice for bathtubs, showers, surrounds, and safety tubs. Right now, we are offering 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2022, or get your dream bathroom for as little as $69 a month. This offer ends August 31st, so call us today or go online to book your appointment to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet. Out of this world service and down to earth price.
Mediacom's fiber-powered broadband network was built for the future, and it's in your community. Delivering gigabit speeds to every home and business we serve. We'll be one of the first in the nation to take you to 10G, making your community one of the fastest in the world. The foundation is in place, and Mediacom will be making way for brilliant possibilities, igniting economic development and lighting up communities nationwide.
This summer, it's time to get back outdoors. Your Honda dealer is open and ready to get you into a new Honda today. Enjoy the sunshine in the family-friendly Pilot or the rugged Passport. Visit the Honda Summer Clearance Event and get a great deal from Honda. KBB.com's 2020 Best Value Brand. Get a great deal on the Pilot at the Honda Summer Clearance Event today.
We're bringing you team coverage tonight as the race for the White House took center stage right here in Duluth.
It's on, Minnesota.
We protest everything about this. This is democracy.
For the best political coverage, watch live, local, CBS3.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS.
Low inventory on select Crestliner 19 and 20 lines available.
Classic Rock KQ is once again the Northland's #1 radio station. The KQ Morning Show, the most listened to radio program in the Northland. The KQ Train Wreck, the Northland's #1 afternoon show. Thank you for making us the Northland's #1 radio station. 95 KQDS.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS.
Crews in Louisiana are working almost non-stop to clear the damage from Hurricane Laura.
4 days after the storm hit, more than 300,000 homes and businesses still have no power. Hurricane Laura's 150-mile-per-hour winds knocked down thousands of utility poles. People there are now facing 90-degree temperatures with no electricity or running water. Over the weekend, President Trump toured some of the damage the storm made, which made roads impassable and ripped roofs off buildings, leaving some people scrambling to put up tarps as scattered showers moved in. In many cases, homes were completely wiped out. Laura is blamed for at least 18 deaths in Louisiana and Texas.
Coming up in sports, how a UMD alum's hockey journey brought him to the other side of the world. Kelly has a story coming up.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Today we say so long summer and hello fall with the new DQ Fall Blizzard menu. There's the always festive pumpkin pie, tasty new caramel apple pie, and more delicious fall flavors than ever. Right now on the new DQ Fall Blizzard menu. If you're craving fall, you can find it at DQ. Happy tastes good.
I'm Nick Bolton, and these days...
Hey there.
Hey there. It seems everybody has a pair of tactical sunglasses.
Good morning.
Morning. But what if you already wear glasses? Then you need these flip-up tack glasses. These new glasses fit right over your existing eyewear to give you all the benefits of our tack glasses while you comfortably wear your regular glasses. Plus, like all tack glasses, flip-up tack glasses feature Bell & Howell light filtering technology that makes invisible objects suddenly become visible. There's just nothing like them on the market today. Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, Nick.
Act now to get your flip-up tack glasses for just $19.99, and we'll even ship them to you free. But wait, order today and you can get a second pair. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-699-7431 or go to flipupglasses.com. That's 1-800-699-7431 or order online at flipupglasses.com.
What are you thinking?
Thinking about burger, fries, and some pie.
You know it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well, then bring the pie first.
It's back and better than ever. Perkins Burger, Fries, and Pie Combo. For a limited time, enjoy any burger, fries, and a slice of pie. And always served safely. Whether you dine in, order online, or get it to go. Order now at perkinstogo.com.
Outpatient surgery excellence. More than 170,000 procedures performed and a 98% patient satisfaction rating. Save on your out-of-pocket costs. Have one caring nurse from pre-op to post-op, 80 accredited physicians in 15 specialties, and a state-of-the-art imaging platform. Outpatient surgery excellence. Lakewalk Surgery Center.
Work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live local CBS3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
The only Eastern Conference team to beat the Milwaukee Bucks twice in the regular season. Not the Raptors or the Celtics, but the Miami Heat, a team that presents some serious matchup problems for the Bucks, especially on the three-point line and beyond. Game one of their round two playoff series today, which has some pretty high caliber potential. Great start for Milwaukee, especially from big man Brook Lopez. Beats the buzzer to put the Bucks up by 11. He went 4 of 6 from deep and 8 of 10 from the field, but the Heat never went away. Led by who else? The guy that haunts the nightmares of Timberwolves fans, Jimmy Butler, ties the game back up at 73 in the third. Milwaukee didn't have any answers defensively, combined with a lowly 53% from the free throw line, and the Heat take game one, 115-104. And the Twins looking to turn things around tonight, starting with a huge series against the White Sox after doing nothing at the trade deadline. In the second, 1 run already in for the Twins. Marwin Gonzalez grounds to second. White Sox looking for 2, but the throw goes into no man's land. Luis Arias says, "Thank you very much," and turns on the Jets, so it's 3-0 Twins. At last check, they are tied at 5 apiece in the top of the ninth. The Brewers made one move today, dealing reliever David Phelps to the Phillies tonight, wrapping up a series against the Pirates. Tied up in the third, Ben Gamel laces a base hit into the gap. Christian Yelich trots home. Milwaukee takes the lead. And to the fifth, Keston Hiura would send one deep to center on a rope. Barely sneaks over the yellow line. It's 5-3, and the Brewers win. 6-5 the final. And some Monday afternoon boys soccer action. Duluth Marshall hosting Hermantown. 17 minutes in, Hilltoppers working near the end line in the box. Brendan Friday goes to make up move, but is tripped up. So it's a penalty shot, and Misaka Hirata puts it home. Marshall grabs the lead. 11 minutes after that, a turnover goes right to the feet of Kevin Couillard. He takes advantage, a soft chip into the back of the net. Each team adds another goal in the second half, so it ends in a 2-2 draw. You may remember the name Parker Mackay from an illustrious 4-year career with UMD hockey. The captain helped the Bulldogs to 2 national championships. Mackay's first season with the Texas Stars came to a screeching halt like many other leagues when COVID started impacting the United States back in March. But the pandemic didn't keep him off the ice for that long. His story is this edition of For the Love of the Game. In March of 2020, we should have been asking former UMD captain Parker Mackay about his first season with the Texas Stars.
You know, you got to focus when you're at the rink, and to be a good professional, I think, is what I learned probably the most from a lot of veteran guys that were in Texas.
Instead, we were talking about a canceled AHL season.
supposed to go to Arizona, and we just got told that we were flying back to Texas because of the COVID and stuff. They told us that we were able to go home, but we might be coming back and have to report back because at that point there's a lot of unknowns.
He returned home, and just like the rest of the world, he stayed inside.
Basically just started training because I was so bored in quarantine for the 2 weeks that I had to quarantine.
One thing that Mackay did know was that his sights were set on playing in Europe.
Obviously, Europe's kind of been in the back of my mind for a while.
Parker landed a spot with Austria's top hockey league.
It's a fast skating league.
A faster league with bigger rinks. A reminder of his days traveling in the NCHC with UMD.
You go to St. Cloud and you go to Colorado College where those rinks are Olympic size, they say, but I swear that there's probably an extra 2 feet. There's a lot of ice out there. With there being so much ice, guys aren't as physical just because you get caught out of position and stuff like that. So I think just the less physical league.
And of course, another bonus, he's in Austria.
So another reason I was super excited. I have been able to just drive around though and do a little bit of sightseeing, and yeah, the country's phenomenal. It's beautiful over here.
That interview was done when Parker was in quarantine for the first 2 weeks of his stay in Austria. The Graz 99ers will play their first game on September 3rd. That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentiahealth.org/allofus to learn more.
You hate coming home to a dark house, and leaving lights on all night drives utility bills out of sight. You need the Bell & Howell Bionic Spotlight, the outdoor motion sensor light that turns on the instant motion is detected and turns off when the motion stops. Bionic Spotlight is solar powered, so there's no expensive wiring or batteries to change. The instant the motion sensor detects movement, Bionic Spotlight triggers 8 high-intensity LED lights that shower the entire area with light and then shuts off 30 seconds after it stops. So you can spend hundreds of dollars on an outdoor lighting system, or you can get the motion-activated Bionic Spotlight for just $19.95 with free shipping. Bionic Spotlight is backed by our 5-year warranty. But wait, if you order right now, you can double the offer and get a second Bionic Spotlight. Just pay a separate fee. And when you call, ask about the contractor's discount on the complete 6-light home value set. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-354-3295 or go to BionicSpotlight.com. That's 1-800-354-3295 or order online at BionicSpotlight.com.
We can help you at Ketamine North Infusion Center.
I've been suffering from PTSD and anxiety for 17 years. And it has helped tremendously more than the pharmaceutical medication I've been taking.
To learn more, visit us online. Be well with us at Ketamine North Infusion.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet, your simple and affordable choice for bathtubs, showers, surrounds, and safety tubs. Right now, we are offering 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2022, or get your dream bathroom for as little as $69 a month. This offer ends August 31st, so call us today or go online to book your appointment to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service and down to earth price.
We are making progress in downtown Duluth. Lake Avenue has now reopened to traffic. Plus, Season 3 of Superior Street reconstruction is moving right along with an expected completion this fall. In these uncertain times, it's more important than ever to support our small, locally owned businesses, especially those in our construction zone. Whether it's a takeout meal or dining in, retail purchase or gift cards, they all make an impact in our community. Check out our progress and show your love for downtown Duluth small businesses.
Classic Rock KQ is once again the Northland's #1 radio station. The KQ Morning Show, the most listened to radio program in the Northland. The KQ Train Wreck, the Northland's #1 afternoon show. Thank you for making us the Northland's #1 radio station, 95 KQDS.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Mainstream is your wedding headquarters. Downtown Duluth.
Dave, it's the last day of August.
Yeah, the last hour and a half of August.
Hard to believe. How is September going to kick off?
September will kick off a little bit warmer than normal and with sunshine. So summer technically doesn't end for a couple more weeks, but you know, by later on this week, it may start to feel like fall. Let's get a look at that 7-day forecast. We start in the mid-70s. Low 70s is the normal. We should be sunny through Wednesday, but our next low pressure system brings our next rain chance on Thursday, which goes away for Friday and Saturday, and temperatures take a little bit of a dive to start Labor Day weekend. To finish Labor Day weekend, it's really going to get fairly chilly, I think. Low 60s with rain chances. So Friday night, Saturday, that's probably the best time to get out and pay tribute to those who work.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
You made it through Monday. Have a great night.